Hello and welcome to another edition of SHIB TV Live Broadcast Network. Woo! We got a doozy for you tonight. If you haven't noticed, we're doing this on Saturday night where we were supposed to do it on Friday night. We've had issues with coming in late and then my wife having a little bit of a spill. So for those that are sharing with tonight, and please like, subscribe, and comment on the channel as often as you like. We are going to be diving into the news. It's relative to SHIB. We hardly ever cover any of the other coins. The only reason why we don't is because SHIB is the only currency in the world that reduces its circulating supply openly. So anyone and everyone from around the world can reduce the circulating supply. The rest of the world hasn't caught on to this yet, because if they had, what they would be doing is they would be accumulating SHIB and then coming up with a solution to reduce the circulating supply of it to increase their wealth, revenue, and earnings all at the same time by doing so. They haven't done that. And for those that are having a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Those that are having an anniversary, happy anniversary. We're going to go into happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, and many more. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy, 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 happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to you. And that's from us, live in your neighborhood. I'm going to get right into tonight's conversation, but first I have to make sure that people can hear me. And you can. Excellent. Crazy Kid, Gamer 12. Woohoo! Welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for coming in. Matt, massive love show to Matt. Long time no see, Matt. So welcome to the channel again. Ton. Can do. Y4S. You for me, Y4S. Excellent. Thank you so much for sharing tonight. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We're getting into tonight's conversation. Get into tonight's conversation. There we go. Yeshua. There you go. Okay, so topic of conversation tonight is news and live events. I got a lot of it. U4X. Excellent. Oh. So on the website, if anyone interested on the website, you can go to SHIB5050raffle.com. You can start entering the simulations yourselves to see exactly how SHIB is going to improve every organization from around the planet just by simply clicking on the different links. It's going to show you the progression of just how much it's going to, each company is going to make quarter over quarter. I didn't do one for the whole year, so please keep that in mind. So it's just quarter over quarter. So it's quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, and shows the progressive. So that's 1,000 companies, 5,000 companies, 20,000 companies, 100,000 companies. I think it's something like that. So you can check it out for yourselves and let me know how it goes. Because I know I asked everybody to do a simulation into SHIB. I haven't heard back from anybody to see if they had actually done it. I was asking. It wasn't because I wasn't asking. I was asking. So even if there's a fresh come on into the block, SHIB AI simulations, the border AI crypto trend itself is a valid, interesting topic for viewers. So, that's a good point. Don't assume AI analytics certainty. You have to go and do research on it yourself. Opening breakdown.
We're gonna move there, okay? After your lunch.
So we had some whale movement in the last 24 hours to 48 hours. And they moved a mountain of SHIB off exchanges. Positive sign. It's not really a positive or negative sign for SHIB holders. The reason why that is because they try and do this for manipulation purposes. They like to move it off of exchanges to show that they're bullish sentiment. And then what they do is for negative sentiment, they'll move it back onto exchanges. Makes sense? This is what they do all the time. Just to keep that narration going, to show some sort of impact in SHIB's price action, which, of course, it may or may not. I think it's just absolute waste of time, but that's just me. For organizations to intensify their outlook. This is a core driver for exponential growth. Daily SHIB burns of around 16 million. Well, I think it's what? No, the last 24 hours hasn't been very robust as far as burning, but we're waiting on the simulations. The simulation is going to tell a bigger picture, because simulations are the driving force of SHIB going forward, because that's worldwide adoption. Oh, that's my cat. Yes, Midnight. Want to say hello? There you go. There you go. Actually, she's my son Ethan's cat. And he's up in Veteran, Alberta. Are you a pope? No, I'm not a pope. Pope on a rope. Shake it once, you go to heaven. What? Your nails are long. It's scratching me. Corporate asset profits driver. $9 million. Total burns 40% reduction. Okay, that's the simulation. Want to get into tonight's news on SHIB. No, that's the war room. In the war room, Gemini utilization of AI platforms. That's in the war room. Wide dominance. So if everyone's interested in the ecosystem development team correspondence, we don't correspond with the ecosystem development team at all. We keep it on a SHIB regulated channel or TV broadcast, just SHIB. The reason why we do that is because the ecosystem development team like to impose those drafts. We don't cover them, just so you know. And their biggest conception is that they're looking at it like they're the ones in charge of it, of the ecosystem development team, when they're clearly they're not. Bridge connection, slow. Original SHIB created an anonymous Dogecoin killer. Well, we already know about that. So we have broken world records. We're breaking world records every day in SHIB. Because why? We have more wall holders than we've had before, right? So Every time we get long-term wall holders, we're keeping the same narrative as Bitcoin. So for all those that didn't know beforehand, I gotta go make sure I'm still live. And where are you from? Show your dishwasher. Show your dishwasher. Master of Love show to you, and thank you so much for coming to the channel. Absolutely love it. Tanjor, where are you from, Tanjor? Okay. We're getting into today's burns. 12 hours ago, we burned 1.157 SHIB sent to the dead end wallets. 1,157,000. Woo! Yesterday, we had the 69,420 burned. The current price of SHIB right now is 50345. For those that want to come in and share and like and comment, please check out the SHIB5050raffle.com. In the front page, in the home page, there is a button that I've created for you. It's in yellow, and it's AI simulations. You click on that, it's going to take you into an AI simulation set up by Claude, and with Claude and myself, giving you the breakdown of each of the simulations and the amount of money that they're going to make. These organizations are going to make using those processes. Now, I was thinking about putting the links for Amazon in the channel, and the SHIB TV live broadcasting under description, so that people could check out those links. Using those links burns SHIB. Now, it only burns 1%, but if you look at it overall, if Amazon did over $625 billion last year, 1% is $6.5 billion. So that would be enough to wipe out the entire supply of SHIB. If everybody started using it, start using those links, it would burn that much SHIB. So there'd be no supply. We would all be multi-billionaires by now. So is it in your best interest to promote it? Absolutely. Just from Amazon. Now, what about everybody else, right? Because everybody wants to make money. So in Amazon, I'm shocked hasn't started accumulating it, knowing that they're burning SHIB. To me, it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you want to take part in that? Exactly. I'm not sure who wouldn't want to take part in that. Okay, so from CryptEye, we're still at 2,894,539 according to CryptEye.io, and we're going to go into Etherscan.io, and it is at 1,548,504 SHIB wall holders. So massive congratulations to them. For those that care, as they dare, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin right now is at 90,457. Ethereum, ETH, 3,117. BNB, 898.48. XRP is 202. Solana is at 133.56. Tron, or TRX, is sitting at 27.15. Cardano is at 41 cents. Bitcoin Cash, BCH, $580. Hype, HYPE, is sitting at 29.75, and CoinLink is at 13.77. Leo, $9.49. Stellar XLM is sitting at 23 cents. XMR, $414.52. Someone told me about XMR before, saying it was worthwhile. I said it's the old owner that got in. I don't know if this is anywhere on the scope of things, but the old CEO got back into XMR. And that's what they were talking about with it climbing so high so fast, because it's at a $7.6 billion market cap. We have ZEC at $442, and Litecoin LTC at 81.42 for those that care. SUI UNI at $1.61. Avalanche AVAX at $13.37, and H bar at $12.27. $5.2 billion market cap. And we have SHIB at 24 at 5038361 according to coin market cap. There we go. We'll get it right one of these days. And according to BTCC, we're at 508,336. So we're slightly under where it said. So I'm not sure, because this, I believe that BTCC is live. The other one's delayed. Verification verified. $83.47. So 5 zeros, 8347. Now Bitcoin, all those fanatics are over Bitcoin. AI did come out and do an estimation proof of work. Joey, hello Joey, how are you doing? Yes, we're early, but we're late, Joey. We normally do this on Friday night. But we're continuing on with tonight. Yeah, I know, it's so close to Christmas. Oh my goodness gracious. What am I wearing? I'm wearing a hat to cover up my messy hair. And I'm wearing the Bantrell shirt. Thanks, Joey, for not noticing. And we're very close to Christmas. Absolutely, very close to Christmas. So those with families are enjoying life right now, eh? Looks weird with the background. Yeah, the sharks in the background. I got AI and then SHIB on this. So AI is on this side and SHIB is on this side. You really can't see them because they're overlooking the Shiba Inu symbol. But yeah, sharks in the background. SHIB News. Oh, here's a new interesting. 656,287,425,149 SHIB in 24 hours. Can SHIB still be saved? What is that, dog? Crypto. That's the article. In the last 24 hours, outflows and inflows into spot markets. Let's have a look at that. Spot markets. So what do we have? We have 1.2 trillion SHIB moved in the last hour. And yeah, later on, if you want, I can send you the picture of this, and it looks a lot better than this. It is snowing here in Calgary, Alberta. And for those that don't know what this is an American Eagle, right? Cindy, who is it? She's got good genes. Cindy Squeezy. I'm saying it wrong. I'm going to get nailed. Yes, it's snowing in Canada. And no, I haven't been drinking. I just got off work, actually. But I did update the website, Joey, so you can check out the website. And at the after the first 2 pages, there's a link there. You can check it out for the AI. And then share the link, please, with everybody. Would you mind doing that? It works on Saturday. Well, I wasn't here last night, Joey, so please bear with me. I normally don't work on Saturday because it's the 7th day of the week. But with the 50-50 raffle, when I was hosting it every day, yes, I was absolutely working every Saturday. But like we've said before, I work for free, right? Because nobody's buying tickets. So in order for me to get paid, someone's got to buy the tickets. We buy the tickets, we burn it, everybody wins. Everybody wins. So I don't understand why it hasn't caught on yet, but it hasn't. I know I'm getting black flag from every organization that I try and promote it because they're like, oh, it's gambling. I'm like, if everybody wins, how is it gambling? But they don't even want to look at it any further than that. They just look at it and say it goes into the gambling aspect of it. Same thing with YouTube right now. With cryptocurrencies, they look at it as gambling for cryptocurrencies. Go figure that one out. They don't look at it as an investment strategy, even though if you look at Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're actually more secure than most finance companies out there. So go figure that one out. Yeah, there's a link. So you go to the website. I'll guide you through it. So SHIB5050raffle.com. Go to the website. You know when you see the front of it, I'll just update my here. You go to the front of the website. It says 18 days, 11 minutes and 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1 for the next raffle draw. You go to the bottom here. Where is it? Where you see major gains. You go under there. And then it says must sell 100,000 tickets. That's per month to host this raffle. That's just to ensure that we're able to continue raffle draws. Does that make sense? So we have to sell 100,000 to continue the next raffle draw next month. So, and then you see on the bottom of that where it says raffle draws are done, there's a yellow banner. It says AI simulations. You click on it, and it should take you into major gains. You get it right. It should take you into it. Oh, maybe not. I gotta go in and fix it because it's not. It's not doing it. Huh. Yeah, it erased the link. Go figure. Sorry about that, Joey. Yeah, 2 seconds. So I put. Okay, so no. This simulation is absolutely free. It's absolutely information for you. It's vital. No, absolutely not vital. Just got to refresh the page. We'll see if it works now. Oh yeah, it works now. There you go, Joey. Thanks so much for pointing that out, by the way. And what happens is it goes SHIB Prosperity franchise model. So basically, it works like 1,000 partners or 1,000 different companies affiliated with one franchise. So then 5,000 partners would be 5,000 different franchises within the franchise. So they become franchisees. So 5,000 of them, then 100, then 10,000, then 20,000, then 100,000 different franchises. Of course, that's not one franchise anymore. It's dealing with multiple franchises. If you want to think of it like McDonald's and Starbucks or Tim Hortons or Jollibee or maybe, what's a good one in Norway? Starbucks, right? Norway's got Starbucks. Netherlands. What do they have? Burger King. Same idea, right? So it gives you those to look up. Then you just click on them. Small business. Sometime today would be great. Oh, you have to click on running. So you have to go to the bottom. Once you click on small business, you got to click on run 15 Monte Carlo simulations. Got it? Then you're going to be able to see, oh, look at that. Average return on multiple is 1.4x, range 1.1x to 1.8x returns on your investment. So almost double your money. Average next profit annually is 0.6 million. So there you go. There's your annual profitability. $600,000. It's a coffee shop. Drive-through coffee. It's like Second Cup. Starbucks. Similar to Starbucks. Krispy Kreme, if you have it. Modeling. Consistency, 85% success rate. So then you look at the model. Simulations results in 15 iterations. So then you can look it up. Okay, so for all those that want to check it out, you can check it out. It's awesome. Right? Really appreciate all those that do. Accelerate market impact, 3 to 6 months, 1 to 2 months. That's based on your $3,000 that you've invested. No, that's $3,000 annual investment, not $3,000 monthly or quarterly invested. So please keep that in mind. You have to divide that by, what is it? What does it work out to? $115.08. Ball cap in the house. When will I get monetized? That's a good question. Actually, let me go into the analytics and have a look for you. Because when I did the analytics before, I wasn't very far off from getting monetized. Analytics. Where's my analytics? 3 views. 62. Details. My channel got 4,395 views in the last 28 days. Watch time hours, 69.8 hours. 10 new subscribers, 4.4K. But doesn't tell me my watch. Where's my watch time hour schedule? 150,321 views in 2025. 590 new subscribers. Views 115. Dashboard. Let's go to the dashboard. So I have 1,067 subscribers. Should tell me why you watched hours. Yeah, 3,000 watched hours. Joey, for those that don't know. Yes, I know, Joey, that Christmas is not mentioned in the Bible. Christmas, everybody's got this preconception of what Christmas is, right? And Jesus wasn't born at this time of the year, right? According to scholars, Jesus was born in roughly April, but no one knows exactly definitively when he was born. They can only go by roughly what was going on at that period, and when does this period only come available, right? So a lot of people think it's in April, but we celebrate Christmas, and a lot of people think that it's because of the longest and shortest days. Well, it falls in there, but the longest and shortest days, the longest is in June, right? June 21st is the longest day of the year, and the shortest day of the year is December the 21st. So where does that correspond to Jesus Christ? That's a good question. Why was it considered the 25th? I'm not sure either on that one. But Christmas is all about what? Giving. So it's taking it upon yourself to give more than what you had received all year. So you're thankful for the things that you're able to what? Give, right? So that's why it became and who can knock somebody who, that wants to take upon themselves to give you something. And Jesus is supposed to be the reason for the season. So it's Jesus's birthday, so that's why we celebrate it. But a lot of people would say that the reason why you celebrate it is because of certain aspects. So from Joey's point of view, was who was it that came up with Santa Claus? Where did Santa Claus originate from? Anybody know? Because that's what started it. It was what was it? Timekeeper and his wife, and she was a handmaiden. So she did a lot of stitching, and he did a lot of. Okay, so what it was somebody in Europe, long time ago, helped the village by making toys for the kids, for the orphans. That's how it all started. They started with just orphans. So they were bringing toys to the orphans. And that's why you have reindeer. They don't have moose or anything. It's because it was in the European, right? A lot of people think it's in Russia. There's a lot of, oh, but you can see where the relevance is, right? Okay, reindeer, where are reindeer found? In Europe. So it makes sense why they use reindeer to haul the sleigh rather than horses, because it was cold and they would bring the toys to the orphans. That's how it all started. Oh, you're a funny guy, Joey. No, long before me, back in the 1800s, I believe, or 1600s. That's when it that's when it originated. So people didn't have a lot of money back then. And this farmer and his wife also, um, they did it as a hobby, right? And they didn't know it was going to go, ballistic, and everybody's going to take it on. And why people use trees? Well, back in the day, a lot of people build their houses around trees because why? It gave security, right? It was a form of security. So your house probably wasn't incorporated in the tree, but there was a lot of houses that were. So that mostly huts at that time, right? The tree would provide them some sort of security from the wind, from the rain, from any number of things. So when they put it at the base of the tree, the toys at the base of the tree, it actually was part of the house, just so everybody knows. way back when, 1600s, 1400s, somewhere around there, maybe even before then, maybe even the 2000s. But a lot of people think that because of the relevance in the time frame, that it was set up by a different organization back before Christ. And that's why it gets that Czechoslovakia and celebrate Christmas on December 24th. See, they separate differently too, right? Czechoslovakia. But think about it. Czechoslovakia is one day ahead of us in the West. So their 24th is that right? Their 24th, they're ahead of us. So we would be celebrating on the 23rd, not the 25th. So that doesn't add up either. Yeah. Not sure, Joey. Not sure but that's the general scope of it, right? And why the difference in one day makes the difference a day makes. But this was decided long time ago, when the earth was round and the grass was green. And now we have brown grass in Alberta because of our Chinooks. Yeah, but we have lots of snow on the ground. So we should have lots of green this coming May, not April. Because April, everything dries up really fast because of the wind we get here in Alberta. Not that old, Joey. Not that old, buddy. And you're not too far behind me, so don't even get me started. What else we got going on? Oh, so we want to talk about the war room. Finally get into the war room. No, I'm not 89, you rotten youngster. You like to get fired up. Get them fired up. Claude simulation. So that we got that one. Deep Sync takes in structural approach and building an AI integrated. Here, let's talk about this one. This one's interesting. Concept phase definitions of coin purposes. Like we've said before, we can't definitively say AI is taking over SHIB. If it were, you would see some massive movements in SHIB. Yes and no. You would see similar to what's going on right now with the cryptocurrencies, which is you see an influx and shorting position. Hey, that's exactly what we're saying. Because why? They're only given a certain... Their simulations would be based on a certain number of money that they would be given. So if you were a company or organization, you have to think like they do. Say, how much money would it cost me to purchase 80% of the total supply? And the first thing you would say, oh, it's only going to cost $5 billion. Not everybody's going to sell at this price. And you know that for a fact, you might be able to get 60 trillion SHIB within a short span of maybe 2x, 3x. And you're acquired 60 trillion SHIB in that period. The rest of it, you're going to be fighting for to get it. Because a lot of us are not going to be happy with 1 to 3%, 1 to 3 times our money. Because that puts us just break even in some cases. So that's going to be blown out of the water. So the next 20 trillion that they're going to acquire is going to cost them a lot more money. So yeah, the original would cost you about anywhere between 5 and 10 billion, between 5 and 10 trillion SHIB. How much does that work out to? Less than $1 billion. You're given $40 billion or $20 billion to acquire 80% of it. It's going to be a really tough feat for any AI platform to come up with a solution to it. The only thing they could do is rationalize and try and get people away from SHIB. Think of it like a tug of war, where they're going to short it and purchase it, and hopefully get more people to sell it because it's not going anywhere. It's dead currency. But the problem is that most of us are smart enough to realize if it's constantly being reduced, if it's constantly people are constantly buying it, it's going to go in one direction, up. It only can go in one direction. You can short it all you want, and it will come down. But the majority of the people who are watching or paying attention to what SHIB means, that's when they start to realize, hey, wait a second, this is viable. It's only a matter of time before it takes off. Exactly. And with the AI platforms that we're doing right now to increase that awareness, we're setting it up so that people can understand what's going on, so that people understand that reducing the circulating supply from anywhere and everywhere, organizations getting paid to burn it, it makes sense. If they're going to get paid to burn it, that means zero risk to their organization. That's why we did the $3,000 rule, right? Because that's $3,000 in every country, just about every country. There's certain countries you get more, $5,000 to $10,000. Some certain countries allow $10,000 in assets that they can reduce every single day. So if you did the math on it, right, you'd figure out exactly. But those companies are few and far between. Just so everybody knows. Ball cap. Do you see? Ball cap. I'm expecting what you're going to see in SHIB is massive accumulation. And it's not going to be from the individuals. It's going to be from organizations. If we don't see the organizations, it's going to come from AI. And that AI is going to be tricky because, one, they can do it faster and more fierce than any organization on the planet. And they can move the currency on and off exchanges for little or no money because they'll already have all their decentralized and centralized exchanges to do that for them. Okay, so Joey, where are you? Did you click on the link? Okay, ball cap, you want to do this too? So I can get you on the same page. So you go to SHIB TV or SHIB TV, SHIB5050raffle.com. You look at the top of the page, it says SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. And you scroll down. So it's major gains. You go under the major gains. And then when it says must sell 100,000 tickets to host this raffle, raffle draws are done monthly. You go in there where it says AI simulations. You click on it. How do you get 20 subscribers? Come onto the channel and say to them, listen, I'm starting up a channel. I'm very, very interested in sharing my videos with you and then getting back to people and doing live events or just making videos on news and relevance within it. And I'm interested in having people subscribe to my channel. You make a short video on a DIY or just a short video on anything silly. Usually those go viral pretty quickly once it's something really, really silly. I'm one of them, Joey. It's not easy, Joey. It's but come to the channel. We'll see what we can do to get you promoted. How's that sound? Right? Because people should be subscribing to your channel if you're serious about doing it and doing it full time. Absolutely. So we'll get right into the. Oh, we're not. You don't want the simulations, or you already have done the simulations, Joey. Ball cap, absolutely going to see those burns, but what you're going to see is accumulation. You're looking for that accumulation. So you're looking for that 50,000 to 60,000 new wallet holders. Oh, you're still doing it? How do you find it? You like it? You can see the difference? It's to help promote, right? Yeah, Bulk Up, did you go on and check it out? You click on AI simulations. It's going to take you into Claude. Then you're going to see small businesses, mediums, and you just click on which one you want to see. So you can go on enterprise networking, 20,000 partners. So when you click on it, and click on Run Monte Carlo Simulations. So you'll click on it, and it's going to take you in right away. And it's going to show you the breakdown of what companies or organizations can expect to see return on their value. So this one says average return multiple range 60.7 times your money. Woo! Right? On 20,000 wallet holders. On 20,000, that's 20,000 new wallet holders. So you got to remember that each one of them are going to be buying SHIB and at zero risk, right? That's that $3,000 rule. Okay. Average net profit is 2,128,000,000. Yeah, 2 billion. Ball cap. Model consistency is 85%. Average SHIB burn quarterly is 442 billion. 442 billion burned quarterly. So every 3 months. Ball cap. So there you go. That's what we're expecting. Okay, from 20,000. Now, what does that mean? That means half. Think about it. That's half of Starbucks. So half of Starbucks, their franchisees, half of them, which is 38,000, only 20,000 of them participating in this. That's how much money they could be burning every year. That means that they're adding that much value to SHIB quarterly. What does that mean? Okay, Joey, go shoot. So that's how much you can expect to burn. Okay, so if the site crashes, if you're doing videos, homemade videos, and you put it on the network and the network crashes, you're just going to reload it. You're just going to reload it back onto your YouTube channel. If you're doing a live event, like I do a live event, and it crashes, I have to go in and back out. And it's time consuming because I got to re-enter all the information I had before. Then I got to come back and do the podcast. That's why I don't like it. That's why I was trying to get a direct line so that I didn't have to worry about that. 4 quarters in a year. That's right, bulk cap. 4 quarters in a year. So you think about that. That's 442 billion. So that's what? 2.3 trillion SHIB removed every year. Between 2.3 to 3.4 trillion removed every year. And of course, what happens then? How many people don't like making money? All of them like making money. Once they figure this out, that's what I've been saying. Once they figure this out, it's a chain reaction. Everybody wants to take part. Right now, everybody doesn't like it because of the risk associated with it. They believe it's too risky. AI is telling them it's too risky. AI telling them to go into Bitcoin, in gold, in other forms of currency, rather than going into SHIB, because SHIB is too risky. Even though you prove the model to them, even though you show them exactly how they're going to make money quarter over quarter, they still show some sort of risk. Even though when they look at it and they say, oh, I'm going to make X amount of dollars because of FOMO. But AI doesn't know FOMO. It doesn't know how it works, right? So it doesn't understand that concept. Even if you went back after you talked about it and come back to it after 3 or 4 days, it's going to give you Bitcoin, Ethereum, but it's not going to give you SHIB. That's right, Joey. 4 quarters in a year, 3 months at a time. 3 months is at 1 quarter, right? So you have 4 quarters. You guys know how to do math. 4 quarters of a dollar is a quarter, 25. And then you have 4 of them, 4 times 25. Exactly what what Joey just said. Got it. Excellent. So that's why you want to promote this, so that people understand how much money they're going to be making. Exactly. So, like, even if you start with 5,000 or 1,000 wall holders, they're still making money, because the $3,000 is a complete tax write-off. Now, if they go and you explain to them that if they buy SHIB with that money, they can't write it off, and that's the truth of it. They can't. But what it is if they wrote it off $8.22 a day of purchasing power, then it is a write-off because they can claim it as anything. A book, a clock, a radio, anything at all. It's a write-off. I'm giving lunch to all my employees, and it costs $12.98. I add an extra $8.22 to the mix, and it costs $20. I write on the receipt for the business or organization, $20. And it's easily claimed because it's only $8.22. You can claim it basically on anything. But if you broke it down per month or per quarter, now it becomes an impossibility because you have to prove where this came from. And you're saying, oh, well, I'm using it as an experimental. Yeah, okay. Well, now you have to go in and fill out a form to the IRA or to the IRS or to the CRA. You have to fill out the form to get it. So that is time consuming. For a lot of people, they don't like doing it. It's just easier to put it on a receipt. Makes sense? Everybody got it? It's good? Joey, you don't... Okay, Joey, sorry about that. I didn't mean to get too heavily into it because I know it's just basic, fundamental stuff. So yeah, thanks, Joey, for pointing out that you can go on the website, check it out, and I suggest that everybody passes that information on to everybody around them. It's just one more tool to help them make a decision on whether or not they want to get in or get out. That's all it is. So I know you're just joking, Joey. You're always just joking. That's the best part. What else we got? Blockchain, Polygon, research in crypto regulations and jurisdictions. Consider token classifications, utilities, and securities. Implementing proper disclosures, technical must-haves. So we're going to get into disclosure. This isn't legal advice or crypto. This is just for educational purposes only. We want to help everybody understand that. Yeah, I should learn it. Thanks, Joey. I was thinking about moving to Spain, Joey. What do you think about Spain? Only reason why is because you got good social benefits, beautiful land, and it's relatively inexpensive to live there. And I have a Filipino wife, so it's even better, right? Because within 2 years, she can apply for her citizenship. I told her, no. We don't want our Canadian citizenship anymore. Ouch. Double burn, Joey, double burn. You want me to go to... want me in Norway. OMG, that's too funny. Too funny. What was this about Gemini's description is modern corporate AI pendulum shift, total optimizations, auto burn, automation, administrative. Stay in Canada. Ball cap, love it. We're losing jobs here, ball cap. We're losing industry. Everybody's leaving. All the corporations. And Canadian Tire, I heard, is closing 17 stores nationwide. They only have 504 or 503. Well, it's all over, right? Spain, it gives me access to France. It gives me access to the UK. It gives me access to Finland, Switzerland, Norway. Germany. Get to ride the Autobahn. Get to ride the train system, which is fantastic up there. She families. Yeah, God bless everyone. And massive love shout out to Babe's channel, Rowena. Massive love shout out to you. And I got to call it a night, guys. I was getting ready to talk about SHIB's decentralization compliance protocols. This is from AI, by the way. This isn't from me. Your AI, managing AI corporations, logistics, tax codes, compliance protocols. It needs a system that transparent, immutable, and global verifiable. SHIB Solutions, they're talking about the layer 2 blockchain. That's one thing I love about AI. They go right into it. Merry Christmas to you and to all a good night. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you can. Make sure you give thumbs up. Keep us coming back for more. And we have Sunday Night Brawl. No, it's Sunday Night what is it? Recap. There we go. Recap for the rest of the market and to see how SHIB is doing over the course. Please don't. And, Joey, please don't end the stream. I'm keeping you up, Joey. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Yeah, so the CFO AI reports, Treasury Risk Management. This is what I was talking about before. Your accounting association with reports the CFO VIA AI model, which needs insistence, accurate, and optimization data. SHIB provides 2 key AI-driven efficiencies. The protocol AI engine analyzes over 100 data points. Again, the layer 2 blockchain, CFO, treasury optimization with AI is focused on the cost, recognizes the hold SHIB deflationary hedge against inflationary risks, cash reserves. The AI report shifts from we earn 1% T-bills. Our deflationary treasury position projects to have growth exponentially based on SHIB rate of return. So if you were to put $100,000 into Bitcoin, BTC, over the course of 5 years, you could have a return because you're staking it. You could have a return of approximately $300,000 to $400,000. Woohoo! So 3x your money, 300% gain. Best case scenario. Okay, so I said, okay, if we got everybody on board with SHIBs to start accumulating SHIB, what can we do in 1 year or 2 years? And it came back with a result that even baffled me because it said, 3,000 times your money. It's like, wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. We're nowhere near that. Again, people are what? Holding on to every penny they have as a corporation. I'm not sure why, but if they were to spend it in SHIB, then reduce the circulating supply at no risk to themselves. Of course, that $3,000 is a risk because it comes out of their money, but they're able to write that off against their profits. Now, if they don't have profits, that becomes a problem because now that $3,000 is gone. Even though they get to write it off, they have to write it against their profits. If they have no profits, they got no gains. So therefore, it's a $3,000 loss in the first place. Now, that's a goodwill. Now, most of them do goodwill anyway because you're able to write it off. Like I said, $8.22, you can write that off on anything. Massive love shout to Mark Anthony. Hello, fellow shibbers. And we're talking about SHIB, which is fantastic. And thanks, Mark, for coming in and sharing. We're getting into the AI room. And if you haven't already, Mark, make sure you back up the tape on this one. and go to SHIB 5050raffle.com and check out the simulation. So right under it says major gains, little segment there. Need 100,000 tickets sold to host the next raffle draw. Under there, there's a little, well, actually, it's a button, yellow button. Click on it. It's going to be AI simulations. It's going to take you into Claude. It's going to say 1,000. You click on whichever one you want, and then go down to the bottom where it says 15 Monte Carlo simulations. Click on it, and it's going to give you everything you need to know about SHIB breakdown, and that goes for everybody. Matt goes for everybody that's in looking at it. And thanks you guys for so much for coming. Absolutely love it that you guys take part in all this is going on. But I got to call it a night, guys. I got to get ready to eat. And thanks so much, Mark, for coming. And thanks, Ballcap, and thanks, Joey, for always being considerate and coming back and watching the channel. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to share with you John 3:16. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, as a Savior to the world. Not to condemn it, but to save it. And bye, Joey. Absolutely love you, man. Take good care. And don't change. Right? Stay funny. It's way, way better. Even though it might upset some people, but it shouldn't. Because it's just what? It's just commentary. Exactly. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, not to condemn the world, but to save the world. A Lamb of God was given to each and every one of us so that our sins would be forgiven. And all we have to do is ask Jesus to forgive us of our sins, and we take one step closer to entering into the kingdom of heaven, because we are forgiven of our sins. As long as we are what? Just in our heart, right? So we're honest in our heart to ask for that forgiveness, which is absolutely amazing. And he did that for every single person on the planet over 2,000 years ago. Still stands true today. And thanks be to our Lord Jesus Christ. And everybody, God bless you all. Live long and prosper. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever you are in the world. Love you all. Take good care of each other and wish you all the very, very best. And we're going to rock you out with some rock and roll. I know it's all fuzzy, right? Because of the AI background. I'd love to share that with you as we rock out SHIB styles. Good night. God bless. Take good care. Live long and prosper, everyone. Peace.